Okay, let's dive right in. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a phrase that, honestly, hits pretty close to home for anyone trying to build wealth. The phrase, 10 money habits keeping you poor. Now, we aren't just going to skim past this. Instead, we're really going to break down the core concepts behind those words to uncover what they actually mean for your day-to-day life, and more importantly, how understanding them can help you spot those sneaky, hidden leaks in your own bank account.
So think about this for a second. Are your daily actions quietly deciding your financial destiny? Whenever you encounter a concept like this, it's an immediate hook, right? It boldly implies that your control over your wealth, or, lack thereof, is entirely bound up in your everyday actions. It really forces this realization that your financial destiny isn't just about some big lottery-style win, a massive promotion, or a sudden market crash. No, it's actually about the small, quiet choices you're making every single day.
All right, let's look at section 1, the core premise, and really focus in on that phrase, keeping you poor.
That word keeping is so active, it completely frames financial struggle not as just a run of bad luck or a temporary setback, but as an ongoing force, like a tension that's actively holding you down. Think of it kind of like a monthly subscription you keep forgetting to cancel. It's just quietly draining your resources in the background. It tells us that there's this constant mechanism at play preventing you from moving upward. And the kicker, unless you actively interrupt it, it's just going to stay in motion.
Moving on to section 2, unpacking money habits. Let's talk about these invisible mechanisms.
I really want you to consider this question. What actually makes a habit? Notice how financial status is framed here. It's not a stroke of genius or pure luck. It's a direct byproduct of repeated, unconscious actions. A habit is something you just do on autopilot. It's swiping your credit card for a morning coffee without checking your balance first, or defaulting to ordering takeout just because you didn't plan dinner. By focusing on habits, we learn that the forces holding us back aren't these big external enemies. They're our own internal, automatic routines operating right there in the background.
And when we couple the word money with habits, it totally redefines how we understand wealth generation. It suggests that wealth isn't just about what you earn. It's not just about, snagging a higher salary, finding some killer return on investment, or getting a lucky stock pick. Instead, wealth and poverty is really about those unseen daily behavioral patterns. It's literally the way your brain is wired to interact with currency every single time you open your wallet or pull up your banking app.
All right, section 3, the weight of 10. Let's look at this vast multiplicity of habits.
Giving us the number 10 provides a really definitive checklist to work through. It implies that financial struggle isn't just one simple mistake, like buying too many lattes. Instead, it suggests a whole checklist of common blind spots. We're talking things like ignoring your savings rate, succumbing to lifestyle creep, or maybe not having an emergency fund. But honestly, framing it this way is actually incredibly empowering. It means the problem isn't some vague, unconquerable monster under the bed. It's a specific, totally fixable list of everyday decisions that you can identify and change one by one.
You see, there's a direct cause and effect relationship going on here. Your repetitive internal actions are the engine, and financial lack is the destination. This maps out exactly how small, daily decisions compound over time. The actions you take, those daily habits, are directly driving the results you're seeing in your bank account. It's a stark, almost mathematically direct linkage, and it really forces you to take accountability for all those little things. Which brings us to section 4, confronting the title. This is where it becomes a personal mirror.
10 money habits keeping you poor. It's a singular, profound statement. I really want you to notice the word you. It's incredibly confrontational, isn't it? It completely refuses to let you blame the broader economy, or inflation, or your boss. It points the finger directly at us. It takes those common blind spots, that active resistance of keeping, and the unconscious nature of habits, and lays them squarely at your own feet. It absolutely demands that you take ownership of your current financial reality.
So, I want to leave you with this final deeply personal question. Which of these hidden habits is writing your financial story today? Our dive into these concepts really reveals that your financial state is an active, ongoing narrative, and it's being written by your own daily behaviors. Now, this isn't meant to be discouraging. Actually, scratch that. It's the exact opposite. It leaves you with this unavoidable imperative to look at your own life, spot those repetitive behaviors, and confidently grab the pen back to rewrite your very own financial destiny.